Hey, welcome to the Illinois. Feels like heaven because this is episode 47. I am here with my favorite person, my co-host, my co-partner. Um, Neha, how you doing today, babe?
I am doing great because I'm here with my better half, Joe.
Stealing my lines. That's what you get. I'm doing good too. Thanks for asking. Because I'm with you, of course. We've got the obviously we're going to talk about what we usually talk about, but the business playbook is up and running as usual, right?
Yeah, and I want to make sure that everybody is liking and subscribing here on the Illinois and at the Illinois Business Playbook. And I want to make sure that they caught the last interview with Dr. Rima Modi from Dental Symphony.
That interview was music to my ear.
It was amazing and beautiful music.
Yes. Well, let's get back to some of the fun. So this is, of course, the NFL edition, and that stands for not for long. If you don't get your head out of your butt. So just want to kind of talk about a couple of games that happened last week, and then we'll move forward on what's happening coming up. But had a couple big games. Pittsburgh and Baltimore played.
Oh, yeah.
Now, Pittsburgh won 18-16.
Yeah.
Baltimore was driving at the end in order to tie it. They went for two instead of having Derrick Henry, one of the greatest players in NFL history, the running back in the game. He wasn't. They lost. This is what I find really funny, is that Lamar Jackson, in his career, has beat basically 3 out of 4 opponents that he played. But against the Steelers, he's only won one. So basically the entire NFL, he beats, unless it's the playoffs against the Chiefs, but that's another day.
Yeah. Or regular season against the Chiefs, right?
Very true.
I mean, come on.
Yeah, very true.
I mean, I don't see him beating Chiefs defense.
No.
Christian Jones.
Led by Christian Jones. But against this one,
there have been kryptonite conversations. Say now, right?
Say it. Hey
now.
Say it. Hey now. I'm an all-star. Get your game.
Hey now.
But so they just keep winning. Mike Tomlin, the coach of Pittsburgh, he is one of my, I know I say it with everybody, but one of my favorite coaches.
I mean, he is one of the top coaches in the NFL,
Absolutely.
Along with Andy Reid, Dan Campbell, Nick.
Yeah, Nick Sirianni. I don't know about that.
I mean, is he online to get fired?
Well, you're changing gears on me. Maybe. Well, no, actually, the Eagles keep winning now, so no. I think he's up the hot seat. What they call him, the hot seat. It's a hot seat.
I mean, it's like if your team's going to lose, your job may be at risk.
Especially if you lose consistently. You know who doesn't lose coming into this week? Is the Kansas City Chiefs. Kansas City Chiefs going into this game were undefeated.
Well, we mean this past week.
This past week, yes.
They were undefeated.
And then they played Buffalo.
They played Buffalo, and
Josh Allen's good.
Yeah, I think Josh Allen, MVP, right?
I think after that game, he's in the lead now. I think it's pretty safe to say.
Yeah, sorry, Jared.
Jared was awesome too, by the way.
Jared was awesome, but I don't know. Josh Allen showed some moves.
He did, and they continue to do well against the Chiefs in the regular season. But another great game. Josh Allen was awesome.
But in the playoffs, we gotta wait and see what happens.
Well, we will wait and see because that'll be coming up. So yeah, pretty much everything happened status quo for the most part. But I think those two games significantly kind of show things. We are doing this on a Tuesday. I know this isn't going to come out on a Tuesday, but the New York Jets, who have already fired their head coach, who have already changed their offensive coordinator, and we found this is hot off the presses. They just fired their GM, Joe Douglas.
Wow.
I think what the Jets are doing.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if this happens to the Bears too.
I don't know. I don't know why you had to do that.
Sorry to take it while it's hot.
But they fired him. Jets are a dumpster fire right now. They
just had a hot trade too with their wide receiver,
Devontae Adams, and then their holdout defensive end that was holding off all year just signed, came back. Aaron Rodgers is still in his 40s, and the team is just not that good. So we'll see what that happens. I don't know. You fire your GM, you fire your head coach, change your offensive coordinator. You still got a 40-something-year-old quarterback who was amazing 5 years ago, but now he's coming off an Achilles tendon. You could see.
And he's like almost 50. Ouch.
I think he's 40. I don't know if he's.
I mean,
that's like saying you're
creeping up there.
That's like saying I'm almost 60. No, I'm not. But he is creeping up there. So we'll see what happens with the Jets.
I mean, it's like saying I'm 50, but
you're only 29. So it'd be weird to see. Everybody's like, why is this young? But we'll see what happens with the Jets. Seems like a dumpster fire. Let's look ahead to, I think, two. Did I just put together? Two of the big time games coming up here.
Let's change the speed on things.
Yeah, so this is games coming. We're not going to talk about what games happen. We did that. Games coming. First one is actually like for the NFC West, and it is the Seattle Seahawks, who just beat the 49ers. I think they upset them, but just beat the 49ers, which is kind of crazy. Drink your lemonade. And the Arizona Cardinals. Okay? And it's kind of...
Cardinals are hot.
Cardinals are hot.
I mean, down there, and we just saw this amazing documentary about Pat Tillman, who was just amazing.
Who's Pat Tillman?
Well, he was recruited. He was drafted by the Arizona Cardinals.
And he was awesome.
Not long before 9/11,
yep.
And then before 9/11 happened, he was actually wanted to be traded to the St. Louis Rams when the Rams were in St. Louis. They offered Pat Tillman a $9 million contract,
yep.
But he was like, "Nope, I'm from Arizona. I want to stay true to my Arizona Cardinals." So he skipped that. He was only on like a few, some thousands of dollars contract initially.
Yep.
And so he skipped that. And then 9/11 happened, yep. And he went into the Army, yep. Military. And, at that time, the Cardinals wanted to re-sign him for yep. like $6 million. And he's like, "Nope, I'm, a patriot. I want to go and enlist in the Army." And he skipped that. He's just a true patriot.
Absolutely.
And then he went into combat. Yep. And then, unfortunately, he died.
Yeah, friendly fire.
And
which was crazy because the government actually said something differently initially. I think to kind of like make it whatever. But huge hero. Glad you mentioned.
Oh my gosh.
But Arizona is led by Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray is the shortest quarterback, starting quarterback. He's about 5'9" with heels. They've got a heck of a team. James Conner, the running back, has the most broken tackles of any running back in the NFL right now. That's a huge stat. My guy, my hero, Walter Payton, can't see him as much, but 34 there. He was a big broken tackle kind of guy. So we'll see what happens. I would say I would give the edge to Arizona, but you can't. Seattle's got Geno Smith, who used to kind of suck, and now he's pretty good.
Wow.
They've got some really good wide receivers. DK Metcalf's amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Jason Smith, don't check me on the last name, but it's JSH is what they call him. They got Kenneth Walker, the running back. They got a pretty decent defense. So it'll be a good game. But it's kind of for NFC West supremacy.
Yes.
So we'll see how that goes. The Monday night game is the one that I'm actually even more interested in.
Oh, yeah.
And there's a couple reasons why. So it is, again, it's the Ravens.
It's going to be a quarterback matchup.
Very true. It's going to be the Ravens led by Lamar Jackson.
And then the Chargers. Justin Herbert.
Yes. Both amazing quarterback. Both great coaches.
Then it's that one guy we mentioned in another episode, that Dobbins guy.
J.K. Dobbins.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a good call. This is also, I've got a brother, you've got a brother. This is a sibling rivalry coaching game.
Oh, the Harbaugh.
Yeah, the Harbaughs. Yeah, so Jim Harbaugh coaches the Chargers.
Mm-hmm.
And then John Harbaugh has been a long-standing coach.
The Brother Bowl.
The Brother Bowl. The coolest thing was actually years and years ago, the brothers played in the Super Bowl against each other when Jim was coaching the 49ers, and they played against the Ravens. Ravens ended up winning. But this game is going to mean a lot for the NFL. I think it is first off, Baltimore's loaded with talent. We already kind of talked about that, right? Obviously, they're led by Lamar Jackson.
What day is this game?
Monday Night Football.
It's Monday night.
Monday Night Football, yeah. So, almost a week from now, we get to watch that, which is awesome. Hope there's a Manning cast with it.
Yeah, that would be.
I like to watch
the best.
Manning casts they're just so great. It's so cool.
Yeah, and now it's like the Belichick Manning cast.
It is. You're right.
Which is it just adds ultimate flair.
But I think it's kind of you're right. I think it's kind of cool that the Harbaughs would be then analyzed by the Mannings. Like Eli and Peyton. Brother. Actually, I want to go back to the first game.
And wouldn't it be cool if Bill Belichick had a brother?
He might.
Yeah, and what if his brother was like a football fan?
I assume he is. I don't know though. You're right. I don't know.
No, but what if his brother was like a golf specialist? That would just be like.
Yeah, that'd be weird. Let's go back to the other game before we come back to this game, and we'll go back before we go forward. Who do you got in that Arizona-Seattle game? Who do you think's going to win that one?
I mean, it's hard to say because Seattle's, pretty dominant too.
Yeah, they're pretty good. They're 5-5, but Arizona's 6. So they're both good games. They're both good.
Yeah.
Games. But who do you got?
I'd say Arizona.
Me too. Baltimore's playing at the Chargers. Baltimore, again, had a pretty big hiccup against the Pittsburgh Steelers.
I don't know. But I would say, what's the stats? Like, what are they? What's like?
If you're asking for the spread,
not the spread. No. Like, how are they? Like games.
So the Chargers definitely have the better defense. The Chargers definitely have the better.
Like, what are they? Like, how many games have they won and lost?
Yeah, they're both around 7 wins apiece. They're both pretty controlling. Lamar Jackson, again, well, actually, I want to hear what you have to say. I will say this. I said it before when they played against the Steelers. I want you to remember this again. Lamar Jackson, as a starting quarterback in the NFL, has won roughly, I think it's 74%, but roughly 75%, meaning every 4 games he plays as the starting quarterback, he wins 3 of those games. So if you're gonna, how we always say.
I mean, I don't know. This is a pretty hot team, the Chargers.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They've won like 5 in a row, by the way. You're right about that.
I might not put my money on the Ravens because,
okay.
I mean, we thought he might win against the Bengals.
Yep.
But they did. Joe Burrow, put everything in it.
Yep.
And, it was. They might not have gotten it. We always think Jackson's going to do it.
Yeah.
Like.
Not Miss Jackson, because then we'd have to be sorry.
Yeah. But, is if Lamar wins, sometimes it's by luck. It's not always because he's like the best.
Well, I don't want to differ with you too much. Usually, because the Baltimore Ravens defense is so bad, literally the biggest reasons why they end up winning is because he's just become Superman.
Yeah, I mean, if Chargers have an amazing defense, I would say the Chargers are going to win.
You're going with the Chargers. I'm going with the Ravens, again, with the stat knowing that 75% of the time, based on Lamar Jackson as a starting quarterback, the Ravens does win.
I mean, the Chargers have an amazing quarterback. They have an amazing defense.
Yep.
And it's going to be home for them.
Yep.
So they have all those,
all the fixes.
All the things going for them.
Agreed.
So it would unless Lamar Jackson is on, 10 energy drinks or something.
Could be.
He might have to just stay up 3 days in a row.
He could. Well, listen, everybody. We hope you've enjoyed the NFL edition of the Illinois. We'll be coming out with the NBA version in a couple days, but
basketball.
Basketball. I'm sorry. Basketball. Sorry.
Yes, because we do like to let you know a little bit about the college hoops as well.
Absolutely. You guys take care.
And make sure you like and subscribe, and also like and subscribe to Business Playbook as well.
Absolutely.
See you soon. Later, bye.